Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode of Cycling Insider I want to talk about the 2019 bike from Rose. It's gonna be the X Lite 4 disc, and basically I want to continue in kind of the similar path I took in my last video, where I talked about the, in my opinion, affordable bikes which satisfy a few of the criteria that I think are very important to pay attention to when you buy your new bikes. You might think about my channel as being a curator for the quality bikes, and that's why I won't talk about just any bikes or the super expensive or the super cheap ones, because usually some of them are just out of reach of any normal person, or some of them are such a low quality that I don't even want to talk about it. So this time, as I said, it's gonna be all about the 2019 Rose X Lite 4 disc, and there are a few reasons why I consider this bike as one of the easily, affordable bikes. Let's put it this way. So first of all, I am now on the Rose website. Rose is a German bike brand which does all their sales online. So again, there might be a bit of a problem for you who want to test this bike live. Probably you'll need to find some kind of friends or maybe some dealers who stock some of the Rose bikes so you can try them. But all in all, similar like Canyon bikes from Germany, you have a very good online fitting tool, so it's easy to find your right fit and size for Rose bikes. So this particular model of the 2019 X Lite 4 disc has an online price of 2,540 British pounds, and also you need to factor in the delivery price, which is approximately 36 British pounds. If I calculate this to the US dollars, we are probably speaking something about, I think it's going to be something like about 3,200 US dollars with the current conversion rate. But I'm not sure what's the situation with Rose bikes across the pond, and can you even get the Rose bikes in USA. But let's move to some of the key components and specs of this bike. First of all, bike weight. This is in the size 57, so you can compare it kind of to the size 58 on some other bike manufacturers. This is 7.3 kilograms. So of course it's not one of the lightest bikes there, but for 2,500 British pounds, I think the weight is absolutely perfect, because always keep in mind that professional bikes are limited to 6.8 kilograms. Rose offers two color schemes for this bike, which is a nice change from some other bike manufacturers. And you basically have gray and lightning yellow color scheme, the one that I'm just showing now. But also you have this one, which is kind of black carbon red, which I personally consider it's a better color scheme, and if I was buying this bike, I would definitely go with this kind of black, white, and white and red, which is kind of a classic color scheme. So let's dive into some of the components and see what's so interesting with this Rose X Lite disc bike. Let's start with the frame. So we got a carbon fiber frame from Rose. This is their high modulus Toraica 3040 carbon fiber frame, which they say is approximately 890 grams, size 50, but that's a totally useless data for size 50. They should give us kind of a mass of the frame for the size 57-58, but okay. A fork is also carbon fiber fork from Rose. I'm guessing they use the same high modulus Toraica carbon here. Moving on to the wheels, we have a DT Swiss P1750 disc wheel set. I'm so glad that Rose bikes have included DT Swiss wheels, which are, in my opinion, probably one of the best wheel sets and hubs on the market, so they didn't cut corners here. Tires, this time the tires are from Continental. It's a Continental Grand Prix 5000 and this is a 25C tire, So again, Rose didn't cut corners here, and they've included, in my opinion, the best tires on the market, which are Continental tires. Now we move to the crankset. Crankset is from Shimano's Ultegra R8000, and it's a 5236 crankset. And the cassette is also from Shimano Ultegra. That's their R8000 cassette, 1128. So 1128, it's a decent climbing cassette. If you want to make your life easier, I suggest going 1132, because then you will easily go any steep mountain or even a bit of off-road. Coming to the whole group set, we got a front mech, rear mech and shifters. All of them are Shimano Ultegra family. But this time we have mechanical Shimano Ultegra family. So in some of my previous videos I was mainly focused on electronic group sets, but definitely for these more affordable bikes you gotta go mechanical group sets. And I believe that Shimano Ultegra in mechanical form, as it is here, is absolutely perfect group set. There's no complaining about it. And of course, with mechanical group set, you'll always have an easy way of maintaining it and fixing it. So as I said, we have a full Shimano Ultegra mechanical group set here. A chain is also Shimano, so it's their HG701. So again, I believe this is an Ultegra level chain. 11-speed chain, and also this bike comes with hydraulic disc brakes from Shimano, of course, which still makes the best hydraulic disc brakes on the market. And these are the Shimano's 8020 hydraulic disc brakes, and we got 160mm rotors both front and back. So once again, thank you, Rose, for not cutting corners here. And so we have in my opinion, full-size rotors, 160mm front and back. Handlebar comes from Ricci, so I believe this is a standard aluminum handlebar. Stem is also Ricci, World Cup Series. So Ricci is a super famous manufacturer of bike components, so you can't go wrong with Ricci. We have a saddle from Selle Italia SLR Flow, but as always, saddles are a personal preference, so it's easy to change if you don't like it. A seat post is again Ricci's World Cup Series carbon seat post, 27.2mm in width. That's a brilliant addition on this bike, because as always I like carbon fiber seat posts because they always help in soaking up some of the small road bumps. And as I said, the total bike weight is 7.3 kilograms in size 57, which I considered a very good, very low number in my opinion, so you can't complain too much there. So all in all, this Rose bike for 2019 X Lite 4 disc, with the current price of about 2,541 British pounds plus the delivery of about 36 British pounds. I consider it a very competitive price for a affordable bike with very good components. So just to summarize, we got a carbon fiber frame and fork from Rose. We have a full Shimano Ultegra mechanical group set, so from the shifters, front mech and rear mech. We also have the Shimano's Ultegra chain set and the Shimano Ultegra cassette and the chain, so no cutting corners here. And we have the DT Swiss wheel set with the hubs, so it's their P1750 wheel set, aluminum wheel set. But I'm so glad they include the DT Swiss wheel set, because they are really superb wheel sets. And we have the Continental tires wrapped around 25C, and also a nice addition is the carbon fiber seat post from Ricci to soak up some of the small road bumps. So this bike goes very well with my previous video that I made recently about the Canyon bike in that similar price range. It was about 2,300 British pounds if I remember correctly. So Rose bike is a bit more expensive, but then again, this is a bit of personal preference. I like both of these bike brands, and they really offer a brilliant bike build and brilliant bike quality for an affordable price. So in conclusion, should you buy this bike? I would absolutely say yes, if you can find the right fit, the sizing, and if this price is something in your price bracket, definitely consider this bike, and definitely consider the one of the Canyon bikes that I featured recently in this price bracket, and you'll definitely gonna be super satisfied with these bikes. One thing to mention is about the warranty. So Rose bikes, when I look at their website, they offer 6-year warranty on their carbon fiber frames and forks. So it's not the perfect warranty like some bike brands could offer a lifetime warranty, but I believe that 6 years is perfectly fine, and you won't have any special problems with the frame or fork or breaking something. And I mean, even if it happens, it's easy to send it back, and they will gladly send you the newest frame and fork. So all in all, I think this is gonna be it for today. I'll leave all of the links in the video description, and as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Pura Vida!